Julley children. So today I'm going to start basic Buddhism course for young children in a very simple language. I hope this basic Buddhism course in some way will also will beneficial to many of the children, young children, and I hope many children will see this episode and try to learn, try to hear about this. And within this basic Buddhism course, part 1, I'm going to share the story, life story of the Lord Buddha, the Siddhartha Gautama. So I'm going to take you to 2600 years ago, where in the country called Sakya country, where, which was the capital of Kapilavastu was the capital of Sakya country. Now it is in modern Nepal. Between Nepal and India, in those days there was no such country. There was small kingdom, and small within that small kingdom, many prince and princess or king used to rule these things. So King Shuddhodana had a queen called Mahamaya. She was the princess of Kolian kingdom in that same neighboring country of Kapilavastu. So they got married, and for a long time they did not had a child, and longing for a child. So Mahamaya one day had a dream, and in her dream, four devas taking her to in the Himalaya, in a beautiful lake, Mansarovar. It is called Mansarovar. It is next to Mount Kailash. So the devas bathed her in that beautiful, in the clean, pure water, and uh, 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 she was clothed in a heavenly cloth, beautiful white cloth, and the Mahamaya Devi also saw a beautiful white elephant holding a lotus flower in the elephant trunk, and went round 3 times and disappeared. So this story was told to King Shuddhodana the next morning, and king wanted to know the meaning of that meaning of the dream. So he called many sages and the astrologer from Sakya country to visit to the king palace, and he wanted to tell this queen's dream to these people. So once the astrologer visited the king palace, the king and the queen narrated this story to the sages and astrologer, and then this wise people were very happy, and then they said that, uh, your majesty, the devas are chosen our queen Mahamaya uh, as a mother of a very great being in the world, and you are very lucky, like that the king said. The astrologer said, and then king and the queen become very happy, and then um, they celebrated that occasion with a feast, with lot of food, sweet, distributed clothes to the poor people. uh, that is how they celebrated. And then after 9 to 10 months, a baby was supposed to take a birth to Queen Mahamaya. And then it is a ritual that once the pregnant lady who was supposed to give a birth to a baby, he has to go to his parents' house. So Queen Maya wanted to go back to Kolin country. So he informed the king about her wishes, And then king also make arrangement for her to go to Korean country. And then next day the queen and then her attenders went to Korean country, and on the way she wanted to take a rest because it was scorching summer during that period. So uh, he wanted to take a rest nearby in a park, and there was a beautiful park called Lumbini Park, and he went under a sala tree, and then a beautiful baby was born, and then baby, a small baby was given a birth by Mahamaya Devi, and that small baby work for a 7 step, and then that seven step to different direction, and then within that 7 step the lotus flower bloom um, on that step. And then baby also the legend said in the book that the baby, once the baby was born, he walked for a 7 step in different direction, and then he also spoke something like, I am the chief in the world, there is no equal to me, I am the supreme, this is my last birth, there's no rebirth for me, something like that the baby was said, it is said in the book. So the queen and the attenders were very happy, and then they returned back to Kapilavastu as the baby was born. She was not wanted to go to Korean country, so they returned back and reached to Kapilavastu, to their palace, and then king was very happy to see her queen with a beautiful baby, and then they happily lived there. After 7 days, the king wanted to name the baby, so he asked his astrologer or sage and sages there at his palace. So King Shuddhodana had a very old teacher called Asita. Asita was a very great sages. So he took the baby in her hand, and then he smiled. He was very become. He became the Asita. The teacher became very happy, and after some time he also wept, or which means he cried. He was unhappy. So king was very surprised to see his old teacher. At the beginning he became very happy, and then again next time he become unhappy, and he cried or he weep. So he asked the meaning of that sign, and Asita said, this baby at the beginning I became very happy and smile because this baby will be a very great person in the world, and that is why I become very happy. But I cried, uh, this baby once he grow up, he will become a very uh, uh, popular or great human being, and during that period when he became a very great human being, I may not be there. I may not be there because now I'm very old. During that period I must have died, and I'm not going to see him become a great person. That is why I'm cried, he said. And then the youngest astrologer, he raised his finger, pointed his one finger, and he said that this baby will become a great sage. He will become he will renounce the world and become a very great teacher in the world. He said that young astrologer was Kondanna. So remember name of the Kondanna. It will also come later on. Uh, so the king became very happy. At the same time, the king also become very uh, cautious, because if he not going to take good care of the young prince, then uh, he may renounce the world and become a sadhu or teacher or something. So king wanted to become his son or prince as his successor. So he he kept uh, he built a beautiful palaces, four palaces for different seasons: summer season, winter season, autumn season, spring season, different palace. So after 7 days, Prince Siddhartha mother Mahamaya passed away, which means the mother died, and King Shuddhodana had a second wife called Mahaprajapati Gautami. The baby was nursed and brought up by Mahaprajapati Gautami, and naming ceremony was done, and then baby's name was kept Siddhartha, which means wish fulfill. Gyalu Tondup. Gyalu Prince Tondup. Tondup means wish fulfill. The king and the queen had a longing for a baby for a long time. They did not have, and then once the baby was born, their name was kept Prince Siddhartha, which means wish fulfilling. So real mother was passed away. His Prajapati Gautami was the sister of Mahamaya and second wife of Shuddhodana. So she brought up this boy. We are educated in all field as he is a prince. He was uh, learn archery, horse riding, and wrestling, reading, writing, all different type of education in that field. And then Prince Siddhartha was excel in everything because he was very bright student. And at the age of 16, Prince Siddhartha got married with Princess Yashodhara. Princess Yashodhara, and they live very happily in the palace, in his four different palaces and different season. And then one day, the Prince Siddhartha wanted to see the city, and he informed his father his wish to visit the city. So king said, I will make an arrangement you to go and see the city, tour the city. So he uh, he King Shuddhodana wanted the city to be beautified, make a beautiful city, uh, clean the city. So he ordered his attendants to do that. And uh, next day, Prince Siddhartha went to see the beautiful city of Kapilavastu, and then he went around, and after some time he saw a very old man, a old beggar, very skinny person. And then he asked his attendants, Channa was with him. So Channa, he asked his Channa, what is that? That person is very weak. He's become very old. He doesn't look like me, young or smart, or like that. What is that? He inquired about that. And Channa, who was his charioteer, he told that that's an old man. So he was very surprised to see what is old man. He inquired about that because Prince Siddhartha at the age of 16 he has not seen old men. So is it I'm also going to become an old man, or is my wife Yashodhara, beautiful wife, also going to become a old? He inquired about that. And Channa told that once any person born in the world will also become an old man, he said. And then king become the prince Siddhartha became very upset, and then he went back to his palace once again. So after some time, again he wanted to uh, see the tour, see the city and make a tour of the city. So he informed his father about his wish to see the city again. Again, King Shuddhodana make an arrangement and make an announcement in the city that no old people or anything bad sight need to be seen in the city. City should be beautified, city should be clean, keep everything so fresh and clean, neat and clean. He made an announcement, and then next day Prince Siddhartha with his attendant sitting on his chariot, he went to the city, make a tour, and then in between he saw a sick person crying, weeping, shouting. So Prince Siddhartha again asked about that. What is that man shouting and weeping? And he's look very weak. He asked about this, and then Channa replied that a person is sick. So what is that sick? Because Prince has in his 16-year age, he never got sick, or he has not seen all person. So he inquired about that, and he asked about that. Am I also going to become a sick? Is my wife also going to become a sick like that? He asked about that, and Channa told that anyone who is born in the world will become sick and become an old person, he said. And he became very upset and returned back to his palace. And then king also heard about this story, and then he also become very upset, and then make an arrangement in the palace to see beautiful dancer, singer, make a beautiful lot of things, food to eat, fruit to eat, things to drink, to keep the prince happy and live happy, see things, beautiful things. He made arrangement, and then still the prince Siddhartha was not very happy, no, doesn't look very happy. So one day again he wanted to visit the tour, and he asked his father about his wish to visit the Kapilavastu city. And then king again make an arrangement, no sick person or old people or anything should be seen in the city. Everything has to be hide, and city has to be make beautiful arrangement has to be make. Yeah, the king made arrangement, and next day again for the third time Prince Siddhartha went to tour the city. And then while he was uh, looking touring the city, he went to see the city. In between he saw a dead body. A dead body was carrying by a few person and shouting ram ram satya hai, like that. And then he was taking to far distant place. So Prince Siddhartha asked about this. What is that? Four to five people are carrying a person who is lying on bed, and then carrying it, and then lot of people are weeping, crying. They're walking around and taking away. What is that? He inquired about that, and Channa, the attendants, said that it is a dead body. And then Prince was shocked. What is he? Because he has not seen the dead body. So what is that? Am I also going to die, or am my wife also going to die, my father also going to die? Because he has not seen his mother uh, to die. So he thought that Prajapati Gautami was his real mother. He has not seen Mahamaya died. So he Prince Siddhartha did not know about dead person. So when Channa told about this dead person, then he became very upset. he became very unhappy and wanted to uh, rest somewhere in the park. So in nearby park, he went to he went and sit there in the park, and sitting under the tree, far distant, he saw as a monk who is shave his hair and wearing a orange color robe, sitting under the tree and with peace meditating in a peaceful way. So